Dolphins fans, welcome to Dolphins. Today, I am Will Scott previewing this big game on Sunday between the Miami Dolphins and the Minnesota Vikings. Fins coming in 3-2, Vikings coming in 4-1. After starting the season 3-0, Miami has dropped 2 straight. They're desperately in need of a bounce-back win against a very solid Minnesota team. The game kicking off at 1 o'clock Eastern Time on Sunday at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. You got the Fins, the Vikings. I want y'all to go down in the comment section. Let me know, who do you got? You got Miami or do you got Minnesota? Type MIA or type MIN down in the comment section. Dolphins or Vikes? Who do you got in that big game on Sunday? I'm not going to spoil it. I'll tell you my prediction later on today's show. There's a lot of Dolphins on the injury report. We begin with this list of names. And Teddy Bridgewater was limited in Thursday's practice. We're filming this on Thursday during Dolphins Live. All the rest are from Wednesday's practice report. We do not have the practice report from Thursday yet. But Teron Armstead, he's very much questionable. Raheem Mostert did not participate yesterday, but he said he's going to play. Durham Smythe did not participate. Elijah Campbell was limited, as well as Clayton Fagellum. Xavier Howard limited as well. As we continue on here with this list of names, Tua Tagovailoa was limited. Tanner Connor was a full participant in practice, as well as Tyreek Hill. And then Brandon Jones, Greg Little, Jalen Waddle, all full participants. That's good to see. More limited guys, Clayton Fagellum, Xavier Howard, Robert Jones, Kader Kohou, Zach Sealer, all limited in Dolphins practice. Taking a look now at the Vikings injury report, not nearly as many names. Jalen Naylor was a full participant. Akaleb Evans was a limited participant. Alexander Madison limited, as well as Darius Smith limited in practice as well. So a lot of names on Miami's injury report, not as many on Minnesota's. But the good news for Miami, Howard and Hill are both set to play. Tyreek Hill was seen in a walking boot after the Jets game. He says he's good to go. X not play against the Jets due to some groin injuries, but X said he's going to play on Sunday against the Vikes. So good news on that front for Miami. Meanwhile, Skylar Thompson is set to make his first career start. Teddy Bridgewater, if he clears concussion protocol, will likely back him up. But the thinking here with McDaniel is he wants the guy that's taking first-team reps and practice the entire week to be the starter. Skylar Thompson has been able to practice. Teddy Bridgewater has not up until today. So we're going to get you guys, this full preview here. We're going to talk about, my prediction. We're going to talk about keys to victory here. Let's get into the keys to victory. Number one key to victory is Skylar Thompson stepping up. I really do believe that is the number one key here. If Skylar Thompson plays well, I think the Dolphins win this football game. He kind of struggled last week, but keep in mind it was his first career game. He came out of relief of Teddy. It was a tough spot for Skylar. Here's what he did. 19 of 32, 166 yards, no touchdowns, two turnovers, had an interception, and had a fumble loss. But again, no first-team reps in practice last week for Skylar, which makes a big difference. He had no offensive line either. He had all this pressure on him all day, no offensive line. And it was his NFL debut. If the offensive line can be better, then I think Skylar Thompson will go out there and play well. In fact, I think Skylar Thompson is going to go off in this football game. We saw the potential with what he did in the preseason. He led all NFL quarterbacks, not just rookie quarterbacks, but NFL quarterbacks in general, in passing yards, QBR, and touchdowns. I believe in Skylar Thompson. I hope you do too. I think Skylar Thompson is going to go off on Sunday, have a really big game here for the Fins. What is your confidence level in Skylar Thompson? Do you have confidence in Sky? Type Y for yes or type in for no down in the comment section. It is the pinned comment on today's video. When ad break comes, go down, chime in, type Y for yes, type in for no. Number two is to protect Skylar. Like I said, he had no protection against the Jets. The offensive line was abysmal. Luckily, you might have Teron Armstead back. He did not play the last 3 quarters of that football game on Sunday, and you're probably not going to have Greg Little starting. I think it's going to be either Brandon Shell or Austin Jackson. But the offensive line outside of Robert Hunt last week was absolutely atrocious. Shell in his Dolphins debut, 45.3 grade. Eichenberg continues to be the worst-rated guard. Connor Williams is a joke. Robert Hunt played well. Greg Little has not played well in place of Austin Jackson. The offensive line has got to perform better for their third-string rookie quarterback on Sunday. And we're going to be live for that game on Sunday. Dolphins, Vikes. Be sure to join us for a watch party. Going to be a lot of fun. Patrick Seaman, who's producing that show, is a big Vikings fan, and it's his birthday. I might have to cake him in the face, depending on how many super chats we get. Go down, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you know when we're live. We're planning on going live 30 minutes prior to kickoff on Sunday. Number 3, key here. Feed Raheem Mostert. I think that will take pressure off of Skylar Thompson if you're able to get the run game going. And we did see Mostert have his breakout game in a Dolphins uniform against the Jets. 18 carries, 113 yards, 1 touchdown. He was fantastic. First Dolphins running back this season to rush for over 70 yards in a game, and he goes for 113. But seriously, that takes pressure off of Sky if you're able to get the run game going. And maybe Myles Gaskin, we'll talk about him in a second, maybe he'll get more involved this week as well. Number 4 is starting fast. And I know I sound like a broken record because I've said it the past month, but the Dolphins have just gotten off to bad start after bad start this season. In fact, the Dolphins have not scored first in their last 4 games. That is an issue. I want to see this team come out of the locker room on Sunday, jump on the Vikings, get off to a good start, because if you give Minnesota some momentum on the road, that's not going to be an ideal situation for this Dolphins team that, again, is looking to snap a 2-game skid. Number 5 step here is the secondary improving. The secondary did not look good last week. They have struggled the last couple weeks of the season. You don't have Byron Jones. You did not have X last week. The secondary's got to get better. Kader Kohou's been solid, but he kind of had a rough game against the Jets, at least from a tackling perspective. What is your confidence level in the Dolphins secondary right now? Scale it 1 to 10. Down in the comment section. Go down. Let me know. For me, with X, it might be like a 5. Without X, it's like a 2. It's not any good. What is good is this deal we're giving you on BetUS. If you go to chatsports.com/bet and use promo code Dolphins125, you're going to get a 125% deposit bonus. That means if you put $100 in, you're going to get up to $125. You're going to get $125 additional cash as well. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code Dolphins125. The Vikes a 3-point favorite. Go and take advantage of Vegas disrespecting the Fins. Go bet +3. Go bet money line. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code Dolphins125. Let's get into my top 5 players to watch now. This week, I should say. Skylar Thompson is number 1. How is Skylar Thompson going to look in his first career start? How is he going to handle the pressure and the nerves that come with that? Personally, I think he's going to play well. Another player to watch is Brandon Shell. I expect him to stay on the game roster. He was elevated from the practice squad last week, but he's better than Greg Little, which isn't saying much. I understand that. But it's going to be interesting to see what kind of impact Shell plays in this game if either Austin Jackson or Teron Armstead don't play. And Myles Gaskin, we finally in Week 5 saw him get some touches for this Dolphins team, which was wild. I mean, in fact, we didn't see him at all in the first 4 weeks of the season. He got his first snaps of the season against the Jets, and it was limited action. And I understand it was just 4 carries for 9 yards, but he still looked better and more explosive than Chase Edmonds did. So he got his first snaps of the season against the Jets, and I'm excited to see what Gaskin is going to do on Sunday against the Jets, against the Vikings. But when you look at Myles Gaskin, he's definitely a trade candidate. I don't know if they played him last week just to up his trade value a little bit, but I do expect Gaskin to stay a little bit involved here in this offense. Xavier Howard as well is my number 4 player to watch. You look at X, he did not play last week, but now he's going to play this week, and he's going up against arguably the best wide receiver in the league. Justin Jefferson leads the NFL with 547 receiving yards this season. He's unbelievable, man. And so to have X back on the field is huge. You definitely didn't want Noah Igbenogany trying to defend Justin Jefferson on Sunday. Who do you got in this matchup between one of the best corners in the league and one of the best wide receivers in the league on Sunday? Type J for Jefferson or type X for Xavier Howard. Down in the comment section, go down. Who do you got? Do you think X is going to step up and defend Justin Jefferson well on Sunday? Number 5 player to watch is Melvin Ingram. He's been a fantastic pickup. I mean, you're talking about the AFC Defensive Player of the Month in September. was a little bit more quiet last week, but still, I love what Melvin Ingram brings to the table. I want to see him put some pressure on Kirk Cousins, force a couple turnovers. My prediction, I think the Dolphins are going to get done, y'all. I really do. I'm taking Dolphins 23, Vikings 21. On Sunday, going to be a close game, but I think Skylar Thompson, the rookie 7th-round pick, leads the Dolphins to the win, and the Fins get back on track, improving to 4-2 on the season. Guys, go down and subscribe to the channel. We're going to be live for that game on Sunday. Going to be a lot of fun. Going live 30 minutes before kick. Be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications.